I am honored to be sitting next to my ranking member, Rounds. I'd like to turn to him for his thoughtful opening statement as well.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to all of our nominees and to your families for your service to our country. All of you have served our nation as either a service member, senior political appointee, or a career diplomat. You have made sacrifices in the service of your country, and in some cases, with much of your lives and sometimes those of your families spent away from home. I thank you for your service to our nation. Mr. Fick, thank you for your service in the Marine Corps and your eagerness to continue to serve as our first ever Ambassador at Large for Cyberspace and Digital Policy. Thank you for the opportunity to visit yesterday. It was very enlightening. Cyberspace presents myriad opportunities and challenges for our national security, economy, and foreign policy. The United States, our allies and partners face an increasingly complex and interconnected global security environment with threats in cyberspace posed by state actors, most notably Russia and the People's Republic of China, as well as non-state actors. We need to take a hard look at our foreign policy as it relates to cyberspace and how we can be proactively engaged to defend U.S. interests. I appreciate your willingness to serve as the first leader of the State Department's newly created Bureau of Cyberspace and Digital Policy, a very challenging assignment. Mr. Schiffer, thank you for your service in the Department of Defense and your long service as a congressional staff member. I'm glad to see an experienced senior advisor like you as the nominee for Assistant Administrator for Asia in USAID. Across Asia, USAID plays an important role in helping countries achieve sustainable long-term growth and success. Through development partnerships such as the Quad between Australia, India, Japan, and the United States, and with the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, USAID supports developing countries in Asia to realize their development goals and contribute to a more prosperous and hopefully peaceful world. USAID is a critical pillar of the U.S. foreign policy, and I look forward to hearing how you plan to further U.S.-Asian relationships and provide development assistance to developing countries in Asia. Ms. Korhonen, Mali, like other nations in the Sahel, faces the rise of Islamist militancy and other troubling trends. The 8th largest country in Africa, Mali, over the last few years has had 2 coups, persistent insecurity, significant challenges in implementing the Algiers Accords, and the intervention of malign actors, including the Wagner Group. Mali will remain central to the administration's strategy for the Sahel and to broader U.S. interests in the region. Beyond engagement with the current military junta in Mali and on other domestic challenges that Mali faces, the U.S. must also balance complex regional and multilateral interests related to the UN peacekeeping mission, counterterrorism operations, and the role of France as it draws down its presence along with other Western partners. So you have your work cut out for you, and I thank you, Ms. Korhonen, for being willing to serve the United States in Mali. I look forward to hearing how you will approach the complex issues you will face as the U.S. Ambassador if confirmed. Ambassador Tamlin, you have served the United States in a number of challenging posts, including several in Africa. Your next post in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, if confirmed, will be no less challenging. Excuse me. I thank you for being willing to serve in the places we most need experienced ambassadors who understand Africa, as well as the U.S. priorities and challenges on the continent. In the DRC, the United States has been a strong partner to the administration of President Tshisekedi since the controversial elections in 2018 that saw the end to more than 2 decades of rule by the Kabila family. While there have been some efforts at reform, progress has been slow to deeply entrenched interests and power dynamics in the DRC, as well as ongoing insecurity in eastern Congo that has become even more worrying in recent weeks with the resurgence of M23. Ambassador Tamlin, I look forward to hearing from you and how you plan to pursue U.S. priorities in the DRC if confirmed, particularly with elections expected late next year. And once again, I most certainly appreciated your visit yesterday and look forward to your discussion with us today. Ms. Davis-Baugh, You have had, excuse me, you have had a long career serving the United States in some of the most challenging posts on the African continent. Your experience serving, excuse me, in both Chad and Nigeria, both important players in the continent, will serve us well in your new role as the U.S. ambassador to Cote d'Ivoire, if confirmed. If confirmed, you will need to engage our Ivorian partners on a number of important issues, to include preventing and countering violent extremism, trade and investment, global health, and the implementation of the Millennium Challenge Corporation Compact. I thank you, Ms. Davis-Ba, for your willingness to continue to serve the United States in Africa and in a country that is important to U.S. policy objectives for the entire region. I am delighted to meet with all of you today and look forward to your comments. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.